Oh, my neck. There we go. Hi, I'm Sir Uranus Amara here, and today I'm going to talk about something that, well, it's not bad if that's what you want to talk about. So, alright. Now, this goes about 6 years. Well, we've been doing this for about 6 years, and in 6 years, a lot of things happen. And a lot of things stay the same. Now, one of the things that, well, stays this, well, okay. So, this may have been ongoing from something else we talked about before. And so, yeah, in 1995 until at least 2001, no, I don't know, what am I going with? Like, I had a thought, and I'm not sure where I'm going with. Okay, I know. Okay. So in 1995, while the 2000 wow, you had two businesses that were making Sailor Moon toys. One of them was Irwin, that was from Canada. Another one was Bandai, that was from Japan, but they had offshooted themselves almost all over the world. Now a lot of folks know that during that time, both of them were making stuff. Now, a lot of folks would say, yeah, we know that Irwin and Bandai were both making the Sailor Moon dolls. And how would you know which one was which? Because let's be earnest with you, both Irwin and Bandai would both make them the same way. They would be borrowing each other's tools, and the only way that you would know if the doll was a Bandai or if the doll was a Irwin by actually looking at what it said on the box on the side or what it said on the display stand. But at the end of the day, don't get me started with the display stand, because they never really worked. They never really could hold anyone in place. A lot of folks' feet never fit in them. But beyond that, that's how you would know. If it said Bandai on the bottom of the display stand, then you would know. If it said Irwin, you would know. If you looked on the side of the box, it would tell you. But that's the only two ways you would know. Now, a lot of folks would say, yeah. A lot of folks are going to say that outside of the English-speaking lands, Bandai had been making Sailor Moon stuff for a long time and done a good job with it. That might be true, but what the English-speaking lands and got was what they got from Irwin and Bandai. And both of them started out with what some called the long cast, or the long shell, or the long side dolls that I happen to be. And those tended to be the first runs of them. And then the next run of them, this would have been around maybe 2001, wow, maybe, was when the other ones came out, the more beautiful ones. You know. Now, the grounds of this film is saying who did a more good job, because some folks would believe that it was Irwin and some would believe it was Bandai. Now, do they have any truth to it? But that's what some believed. You know, some would believe that some had this belief that it was one side that was making them one way and the other side was making them another way, which was not true, since Irwin and Bandai were both making them the same way. And everyone that's here is from Irwin, well, except for Queen Beryl. She's Bandai, but everyone else is Irwin. And to be earnest with it, that is the truth. Now, some folks are going to say, well, which one did a more good job? Well, then again, that would have to be with one's belief, because there was no truth to who did a more good job. At the end of the day, both of them, I felt that Irwin and Bandai both did a good job making them. Okay, that's just my belief. I have no truth to it, but that's what I believe. Now another thing would be, why did Toei go with two businesses? Why did they go with Irwin and also go with Bandai? My guess is that what Bandai couldn't get, what Irwin could do, Bandai could not do. What Bandai could not do, Irwin could do. So I think it was, they went with both of them, I think, was that at least they could get dolls made by both of them and easily sold by both of them. So I believe that was why they did it. Now, it probably was worth the same amount. Let's be earnest about that. I don't know which one was less, which one, but they probably were worth as much for them to do that. And both the Irwin and the Bandais were, back in the day, sold, and they were worth a lot. And even now, when you come across any Irwin or Bandai ones on Amazon or eBay, or even iOffer, you're going to, a lot of them are worth a lot too. Maybe even more now, since they're no longer being made. But then back in the day, they were worth a lot too. So I can't tell you the worths, but they were worth the same. And at the end of the day, they were made the same way. Irwin and Bandai were both working with each other, were borrowing each other's tools. So at the end of the day, they both looked the same, and the only way you would know which one was which by looking on the side of the box. Or if you didn't do that, then look at the display stand. So it is what it is. Alright? So at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know. Now, before I end this film, apparently there are some folks out there go, oh, well, why don't you do any voices? I mean, why don't you do any speeches that come off like a man or a woman? Laryngitis. Either that Greek or Latin borrowed word. Used to get it all the time. By doing that thing that everyone says, that some of the haters claim, that someone said that I should do. And I used to do that. And then Lucifer gave me an illness every time I did it. So I don't do that anymore. Alright? Hopefully that tells whoever asked that a long time ago, I finally got you the answer. But you only watched that one film, so you probably are not going to watch this one and watch it long enough to get the answer to what you were asking a long time ago. Okay, that's it. I'm Sarah Yorna Samara. Hope you like this film.